Hey all, Heretic here. Tomorrow, patch 32.0 drops. Probably 1 p.m. Eastern, probably later for mobile players. You know how it is. Now, typically, we cover almost always Battleground stuff here, and that's what we're going to primarily focus on today. We'll glance at some of the other stuff because I want to cover as much as I can, but I'm not going to go every standard card because, well, you know me. I don't play, so the value of my opinion on those cards would be essentially nothing. Let's talk about Pokemon cards. I don't know about them either, but I'll give you my opinion. Let's jump right into the stuff. Now, for those who are interested, March 25th, we're actually going to see the Emerald Dream expansion go live, and that means you get 145 new cards to build decks with and have a good time. So go pre-purchase those bundles if that's what you want to do, and make Blizzard happy that they make Hearthstone. Us poor Battlegrounds players, we don't really monetize the game, so we need standard players to get out there and spend some money so we can continue to enjoy our game. Now, for those who are hungering to play with the new cards, but of course they're not out just yet, we've got the Emerald Dream pre-release Tavern Brawl that starts tomorrow, and that is going to be basically where you get to open up some packs early, build a deck, and complete in mini competitions to win prizes and whatnot. It's interesting. Just if you like standard and you want to get a taste for it, now is the time. Go jump in and have fun with that. Now, there are a ton of standard Hearthstone card changes. I'm not even going to try to cover these because there are a lot of them, and hell, my audience for the most part doesn't care. A couple of you will, but once again, my information is limited on this mode, so the value is also. That being said, the links in the description below will take you directly to the patch notes so you can see all the changes to your standard Hearthstone cards. We've got some rotation for the core set, and that is going to be when Into the Emerald Dream launches on March 25th. The Year of the Raptor will begin. At that time, cards from the Year of the Wolf, Festival of Legends, Titans, Showdown in the Badlands will rotate out of standard. You heard me, out. We lose them. Sorry, standard players. But the updates to the core set and the event set card pools will also happen at this time. Core set card changes will take place with the patch on March 18th. See the Welcome to the Year of the Raptor blog for more details on the core set updates. Once again, for standard Hearthstone, your changes are dramatic and a lot. I'm not even going to try. Go look at those because it is a big shakeup. You're probably already aware of some of these, but probably be a little bit in your interest to actually find out this information before day of launch. We've got an in-game event, Release the Raptor. This event will begin on March 4th and end on March 25th, which means it's already going. So, hey, wrap it up now before it's gone. Basically, you earn these just by playing the game, so you've probably already completed a bunch of this stuff. If you don't know about this event, well, it's been going for at least 2 weeks now. So, hey, go take a look at it because you're not clicking on your rewards you should be getting. Then we have a new in-game event, Into the Emerald Dream. Now, unsurprisingly, that starts on March 25th. That runs through April 15th. Which will be the end of this season, and then we'll have a patch change for the Battlegrounds people, but that's another discussion, whole other thing. So go complete your stuff, get rewards. Even if you're a Battlegrounds player, it's in your interest to complete these as you will earn gold, you will earn cards. And I know you're like, but I don't play standard, I don't care, Heretic. And you're right now you might not. But if you do, it's better and far more in your interest to pile up these cards, dust, whatever. So later, if you do play, can crack these open and not have to spend money. Then we have you've got another in-game event, Defend Amdressal. Amdressal, I don't know. I don't know. And this is the World Tree's under attack from April 22nd to March 13th. Complete event quests across modes to earn XP and special rewards. So hey, play the game, get stuff. You're gonna get packs, you're gonna get cards. Sounds good to me. Once again, we're all gonna be playing this because just by logging in and playing some Battlegrounds, we're still going to complete some of this quest. So, hey, go earn some rewards. And then also on the 15th, we get these really cool looking cards, which I have been looking at for a long time now, wanting to say something about. And I don't play standard, but they are beautiful. And this is the new Shan, Shui signature cards. Now, pronunciation, don't ask. Don't ask me to talk about that. But you get 3 dreamy new signature cards featuring the iconic Shan Shui art style. I don't know. And they look beautiful. Say what you will about my pronunciation. They are fantastic cards and I adore them. So definitely get these. I want them and I don't even play the damn mode. But if I ever do, I really wouldn't mind to have these in my set. And Battleground players, if you're sitting there going, well, is there anything for us in this patch? Well, not a lot because, well, the season's almost over. Your MMR is going to be reset to 0 soon. Everything's going to change. We're going to get either a new mechanic or a new tribe or both. Who knows? I don't know. Trust me, I actually don't know. But you're going to get something new. And with that, we have a tiny change right now that I feel is kind of like, you know, someone, it's an old saying, but it's like trying to fix a shotgun wound with a band-aid. Captain Bonerender goes from being a tier 4 5/5 to a tier 5 6/6, and let's face it, they could make him a tier 7 1/1. The problem isn't his stats or his tier, it's the fact that he exists and what his effect is. Yes, there's going to be less of him at tier 5. Yes, you can't target him with Earth Mother, so he's a lot harder to make golden. But the effect is still disgusting and frankly, I feel doesn't need to be in the game. I feel like it's kind of dumb and it works with too many things I feel like it wasn't even designed to work with. Like seeing a Murloc board crap out a million Murlocs with Venom as opposed to just 1 or 2 like it normally would. It's just not, I mean, I would assume they didn't expect this, and if they did, well, I dramatically disagree with the direction they're trying to take the game in, because this just feels like a silly, goofy mechanic that doesn't need to be there. But that's it for the Battleground changes. Sorry, I know. Arena update. Patch 32.0 will launch. All current arena runs will end and a new season will begin. This is pretty standard. The arena will be adjusted so that the following sets make up the pool of cards this season. Into the Emerald Dream, the Great Dark Beyond, plus the arena-only card Wayward Probe, Perils in Paradise, Whizbang's Workshop, Core. Note, the core set list will be updated at the expansion launch, which makes sense. And there will also be an additional arena card added this season, and that is Fleeing Tree at a 2 gold, not tiers, sorry, Battlegrounds there. For 2/2, that's a 2/2. Battlegrounds, imbue your hero power. Your next one costs 0. Not bad. And it also says several low-performing cards from these sets were removed from the draft pool to make a more compelling draft process. No idea what these cards were, but since they weren't really interesting and no one cared about them, they're probably not going to notice that they're gone. Next, we've got some bug fixes so we can tackle some more Battlegrounds things. I'm aware, folks, I'm trying to get you some information. There's something to work with here, but fixed a bug where minions couldn't be sold on turn 1 while Lay of the Land anomaly was active. Now, this is the one where the Tavern offers an extra Tavern spell after each refresh. I'm gonna admit, I actually haven't seen this once, even though I played a ton of games since the last patch. So I don't know if it's just dramatically less of them, or maybe it's been removed and I just forget. And this is just a note for a bug fix, because sometimes they put those in there even when something's been removed, but there you go. Better, I guess. Fixed a bug where knockoff Wisdom Ball didn't respect bobbleheaded trinket. And that makes complete sense, because it's weird that if you have bobblehead and you can't get low tier minions, and then Wisdom Ball's like, I am Khadgar, I don't give a shit, I'm going to give you what I want. Although thematically that would make more sense. So either way, good fix. Fixed a bug where Catacomb Crashers effect was triggered when Tavern spells couldn't spawn into a tavern, like if the tavern was fully frozen, or when Tess Greymane's hero power spawned a tavern without a tavern spell, and I find that hilarious. I've never seen that before, but the idea that the shop could trigger my minions effect are kind of silly, in that they would just buff my board. But I mean, for the people who figured it out, maybe that explains why some of those Crasher boards were bigger than you would think possible. Fixed a bug where Loyal Mobster wouldn't activate a Tough Tusk, and that is annoying. If that would happen to me, I would not be happy, so good fix. Fixed a bug where Blade of Ambition could fail to copy the minion with the highest stats in the warband, which is the whole point of the spell Blade of Ambition. So nice, good fix, guys. Make something playable that's high tier and very expensive. Good job. Fixed a bug where Golden Hammer Spellcraft spell was castable on Professor Pusterside's creations. For those who don't know, typically you can't golden those, so that makes some sense. But at the same time, if that's what Hammer does, I don't think it'd be that bad, but I mean, maybe it broke something, I don't know. Fixed a bug where Lurker retained its base stats upon goldenized via the Golden Hammer. I'm going to assume they mean Lava Lurker with this. I can't really think of another minion called Lurker, but I will check later and see. But that would be very, very annoying if it did that. So yeah, happy with that change. Fixed a bug where re-rolling a hero would give you a new hero with the default skin instead of a toggled favorite. Now, while this is a good fit because you're like, hey, I hate that skin, so I turned it off. I want the one I paid for to appear. I mean, I don't even think that would come up in my head. Like, I wouldn't even notice if that happened. If I used a reroll and it gave me just another hero, I'd just be happy I got the other hero. But I guess someone saw it and they didn't like that skin and they're like, why is that there? So good fix. Fixed a visual bug where rope burned during combat when match fixing anomaly was active. Well, distracting, funny, something different. I mean, we've all had that where like the rope will stop burning like 3 seconds early. You thought you had more time. It said you had more time and all of a sudden you're just in combat. But I've not seen one where the rope kept going in combat. So good fix. That's it. That's everything we got. That's the patch. No, for Battlegrounds, not some huge changes, right? Some really good bug fixes. We have made it so we don't have to deal with as much bone render, which is good, but I feel like is a very minor fix over a minion that really should have just never been in the game, or really should just frankly come the hell out. I don't understand their fixation upon this thing. I mean, I guess I wouldn't hate it as much if it just said effects like undead and pirates only. Then it would feel better to me. Even then, it can be very irritating, and some of the things that people have managed to sneak out, like with the tier 7 undead, that's just stupid and shouldn't allow itself to exist. These combos just are game breaking, seems to me, but I'm guessing that since the devs don't do anything about it, either it's so low impact or they just don't care. I don't know. I'm guessing it's low impact. I don't work for them. I don't work with them. It's hard for me to get a feel. I'm not in the creator content Discord, so I don't have access to the conversations they're having. It's all just role play hooked up in my head where I'm like, well, do they not give a shit? Are they just sitting around laughing at us? Or is it just so low impact? They're like, guys, it really doesn't matter. Chill. And maybe that's the case. Maybe it's just in the little bubble of games I'm running into and all the highlights I see from all the best players where they're abusing it and beating people over the head with it every single game. Maybe it's just me. What do you think? The season is going to end on April 15th. Now, if you don't know why I'm saying that, all you need to do is go look at the Battleground Season Pass on the shop and it will tell you the date it ends. That tells you that that day or the day after is when the new season starts, which means new mechanics, new tribes, all that good stuff. Almost there. Almost there. If you hate anomalies, I understand. They're polarizing, they're challenging, they can be frustrating at the best of times. So I understand. It's almost over. We're almost free. Thanks for watching all. I'll catch you in the Battlegrounds. Until then, have yourself a great day. Later.